Two Frankies here.
Honestly, I had so much to say, but
No, he did the right thing, just back down.
Township of Edison Zoning Board of Adjustment special meeting of May 19th, 2026 is now in session. Adequate notice of this meeting as required by the Open Public Meetings Act of 1975 is provided by the annual notice published in the Home News Tribune on December 4th, 2025, and has been posted in the main lobby of the municipal complex on December 4th, 2025. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Mr. Ayotte?
Here.
Mr. Magaletta?
here.
Mr. Chabra?
Here.
Mr. Cerrito?
Here.
Mr. Schneider?
Here.
Vice Chair O'Gorman?
Here.
And Chairman Kumba.
Here. Madam Secretary, minutes for consideration, please.
We have minutes of May 12th, 2026 for approval.
What's the board's pleasure?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Vice Chairman O'Gorman, second by Mr. Schneider. Roll call, please.
Mr. Chabra?
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Cerrito?
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Schneider?
Yes to the motion.
Vice Chair O'Gorman?
Yes on the motion.
And Chairman Kumba.
Yes on the motion.
Thank you.
And Madam Secretary, resolution to be adopted.
We have one resolution, Z36, 2025, PSE&G for approval.
What's the board's pleasure?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Vice Chairman O'Gorman, second by Mr. Schneider. Roll call, please.
Mr. Chabra?
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Cerrito?
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Schneider?
Yes to the motion.
Vice Chair O'Gorman?
Yes on the motion.
And Chairman Kumba.
Yes on the motion.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. We have two announcements for this evening. Case Z31, 2025, Tanuja Adiani at 110 Calvert Avenue East has been carried to June 23rd, 2026. If you're here for this case, Z31, 2025, it will not be heard this evening. It will be heard on Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026, with a meeting beginning at 7 p.m. here in Council Chamber. Case Z9, 2026, Shreyans Patel at 20 Deborah Drive will not be heard this evening. It will be carried to June 30th, 2026. If you are here for this case, Z9, 2026, Shreyans Patel, it will not be heard this evening. It will be heard on Tuesday, June 30th, 2026, with a meeting begin at 7 p.m. here in Council Chambers. For both of these cases, Z31, 2025 and Z9, 2026, if you received a notice, you will not receive another notice. This will serve as your notice. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a special meeting of the Township of Edison Zoning Board of Adjustment. The board is composed of Edison Township residents appointed by the Municipal Council who volunteer their time in service to the board. The municipal land use law requires a member successfully complete a land use training course administered by the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs. This board also holds in-house training conducted by our board professionals. The zoning board abides by the provisions of the municipal land use law in addition to our board's bylaws. The zoning board is a quasi-judicial land use board which differs from the township planning board. Under municipal land use law, board members are required to be impartial and are not allowed to discuss any case prior to being considered at a hearing. All applicants will have the opportunity to present their case before the board, along with the opportunity for board members and board professionals to question the applicant and their witnesses. At the conclusion of the applicant's presentation of the case will open to the public. Residents within 200 feet of the subject property will be heard, followed by residents from outside of 200 feet. All residents will be sworn in, they'll provide their name and address, and they will be given 6 minutes to comment on the application being considered without the opportunity for rebuttal. Residents may ask questions of the applicant's professionals, and board professionals. The board requests that these questions are asked prior to any commentary being made on the application. Once commentary begins, the resident's timer will begin. The applicant would be allowed for the opportunity for cross-examination of their witnesses. Under the law, the chair is allowed to stop any commentary which is repetitive or an attempt to filibuster the board. Further, the chair is allowed to stop any commentary that is irrelevant to the case or prohibited from the board's consideration. Once public portion is closed, all public comments are ended unless new testimony is presented by the applicant. Following the closure of the public portion, the applicant will have the right of summation on their application. Following summation, the case will go to the board for a decision. This procedure has been followed by the board and is similar to the procedures followed by boards of adjustment statewide. The municipal land use law requires the board to engage in a balancing act and is not required to strictly apply township ordinances, zoning plan, or master plan. As a Board of Adjustment, variances are granted when appropriately necessary, following all legal considerations. As has been the case with prior boards, this board will see where we're at if we are still in session around 10:30 p.m. I ask that all applicants, professionals, and residents show respect to each other and be civil throughout all proceedings. I ask you withhold applause, booing, or interrupting of anyone while they're speaking. The chair will not tolerate any outbursts by applicants, professionals, or the public. Further, since most cases are being recorded by a court reporter, I ask that speakers do not speak over one another. Madam Secretary, first case on the agenda, please.
Case number Z6, 2026, Rajesh Kumar Patel at 96 Overbrook Ave. Applicant is seeking bulk and use variances for a second-story addition to the existing single-family dwelling. The following standards have not been met. Max FAR required is 44%, proposed is 59.4%. Maximum lot coverage required is 40%, proposed is 46.9%. Maximum building coverage required is 23%, proposed is 38.6%. Front yard setback required is 25 feet, proposed is 7.2 feet and 2.3 feet. Affected property is located in the RB zone. It's designated as block number 375.21, lot number 1601 on the Edison Township tax map. All noticing paperwork is in order.
Good evening, Mr. Little. How are you?
Good evening. How are you this evening? Timothy Little.
You just bring the podium closer to you. It'll be easier.
Timothy Little, representing the applicant Rajesh Kumar Patel at 96 Overbrook Avenue in Edison. Before we begin, this is a use variance. I believe you have 5 voting members tonight.
You took the words out of my mouth. So,
Yeah, so,
here's my thought on it. You can proceed as you'd like. My thought on it is this. So your professionals are here, you're here, your applicant's here. If you'd be willing to present your case, and then if you feel that you want to carry for a vote for another evening, you could do so. We'll make sure that when we have a full board complement, those board members will have reviewed, they'll sign, certify, and you'll be good to go.
all right, I believe that will be acceptable if I just have 1 minute with my.
Okay, absolutely, not a problem.
Mr. Chairman, your suggestion as to proposing, we'll provide the transcript for the people who are not here tonight so that they can read, and any vote on this I would request be carried to a different meeting.
Great, I'm going to bring you home with me. At least somebody does what I asked them to do. You may
I
proceed.
have a dog who is very as
Thank you
well.
so much. You can proceed.
For my, generally speaking, this is the family home. My client has his extended family living there. I'd like him to be presented tonight. He's going to give you his reasons for what he wants to do, after which we will follow with our professional planner and engineer if need be, and we also have the architect here who designed this. So with that, I'd like to call Mr. Patel, if he would come forward and be sworn in, please.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give this evening is truthful? Please state your name and spell it for the record.
Rajesh Kumar Patel.
Could you speak into the microphone?
Rajesh Kumar Patel.
If I may commence.
Please do.
Mr. Patel, are you the owner of 96 Overbrook Avenue in Edison?
Yes.
And who resides there?
Currently, actually since 2017, ever since I bought this home, myself, Rajesh Kumar Patel, my wife, Jyoti Patel, my son, 2 sons. I have a 15-year-old Akshar Patel, who is in a freshman high school. Another son is Rushi Patel, who is in the 4th grade in the Benjamin Elementary Franklin School. And my mother, who is widowed, my father passed away in 2014. My mother lives with me. And my in-laws, my mother-in-law and my father-in-law is also living with us. And we all live together since 2017. Also before that, my mother was with me. After that, my in-laws are also joined in 2017, but we are all living together.
Could you tell the board, you're asking to build additional living space for your home. Can you tell the board why you want to do that?
Yes. So as I mentioned, we've been living together for almost 10 years in this very same home. And in this home, particularly very important to us is having family and social togetherness as a cultural importance of us as well, and taking care of each other. More importantly, I would say because of the size and composition of our family, it is really necessary at this time of our life is that we can provide everybody a safe, functional, practical, and some respectful of privacy facility within the home. And another more important factor came into our life in November 2025, where my father-in-law had a fall and had serious injuries, multiple fractures as well as surgeries. So he's been through all these prolonged hospitalizations and months of rehabs. He's still not fully recovered yet, but his needs are now optimized as a special care in mobility limitations within the home. And everything all together now will help us. The way we designed an open kind of concept and stuff is to help him have a mobility, have his daily activities, supervisions, safety, all those things we are considering as well, because he cannot now climb the stairs and things. So minimum mobility in and out, we are trying that. So we are providing him a bedroom, bathroom, all the facility on the ground floor here. Also, as other family members within my home is my mother as well, and my mother-in-law. So they are also now elderly, and I'm also thinking of them as in the near future or in the down the track. I want to make sure that they are also having all the necessary privacy facility, safety-wise, and practical day-to-day activity. They can do it well. So basically, overall, with this current home, we are right now having so much difficulties. Just to be very honest, in a living room, we have a sofa which converts into the bed in the night and things like that for years now. But now things are really changed with the kid in high school and other one elderly members need. So more importantly, just to close, we really looking for a single family home. We're not going to do rental. They are all my immediate family members. We are living together. We're going to live it as a one household. There is no other purpose that we are actually considering anything. So more importantly, it is only a safe, practical, and medically necessitated accommodations that we are looking for as well.
You have roots in the community as well?
Yes, I belong to the BAPS organization as my spiritual belief, and it is just 2 minutes walk from my home, and I'm deeply attached to it. That's kind of my second soul, and as well as my all family members are also in a community service, in a spiritual path. So this is a very dear home to us. We really don't want to go anywhere. That's the reason as well, because we want to basically live here forever. And that is the opportunity I see because of all the needs, as well as my kids and my family's spiritual and connectivity with this organization as well.
I have no other questions of Mr. Patel.
Does the board have any questions for Mr. Patel?
Chairman,
Mr. Schneider?
I just want clarity. On the documents, it says it's lot 16 and 17. And then on the first page of the plans here, it says it's lot 16.01. And then on this map here, it shows lot 17. So where's lot 17?
I'll have to defer to my engineer who's next on that.
Yeah, I guess that's not for the homeowner, but I'm just curious because it shows that it's multiple lots, but it's just one lot, right?
It is one lot. It's 16.01. I don't know where the 17 is from, but
We'll save that for the next expert. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Schneider. Any other questions for Mr. Patel?
Mr. Chair, I have a question for the applicant. So I do see there's a family room upstairs in the second floor. What's the use for that?
Yes, so above more is because my kids and other family member, wherever we want to do our spiritual assemblies, and because we do every evening our get together as a family prayers and assembly stuff. So we want to utilize some common area because in the ground floor now more is of dining, kitchen, that kind of stuff, as well as my father will stay upstairs. But when I want to do some sort of my family matter with the kids particularly, that is the area we are considering to meet and discuss and things all together in a common area.
Okay, and then is this going to be like, you're keeping the basement the same, you're going to be building up, or you're keeping the first floor the same? What's happening, the existing structure?
So with the existing structure, we want to keep the 3 side walls like what is right now on kind of C on the one side. We like to extend.
Okay, so it would be a new frame in addition to the existing foundation?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, Mr. Patel? Seeing none, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. I'll call Paul Fletcher, a professional planner and professional engineer.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give this evening is the whole truth? Okay, thank you. Please state your full name and spell that for the record.
Yes. Paul J. Fletcher, Fletcher.
Mr. Fletcher, you've appeared before the board prior. If you could please give us a brief summary of your background qualifications.
Certainly, I'm a licensed professional engineer and professional planner in the state of New Jersey. I'm the principal of Fletcher Engineering and have been so for 34 years. I've been accepted as an expert witness in planning and engineering in front of this board on numerous occasions, also numerous other boards within Middlesex County, including Perth Amboy, Woodbridge, Piscataway.
Are you looking to be qualified as both a planner and engineer?
Yes, both my licenses are current and good standing.
Thank you very much. We'll accept you. Please proceed.
Thank you.
Mr. Fletcher, would you please give the board a more of a technical overview of what is going on with this application?
Certainly. However, if I could just answer the one question about lot numbers. This property previously, prior to 2021, was known as lots 16 and 17 in block 375.U. The township had new tax maps developed and drawn in 2021, available now on the website. At that time, all the tax lots that were sort of extraneous, in this case there was 2, 16 and 17, so this property was renamed lot 16.01 at that time. It essentially was a merger of those 2 tax lots, and that happened on numerous different properties. They also digitized the block number from 375U to 375.21. So that's where those other lot numbers come from. Subject property, I guess as I've already mentioned, is lot 1601 in block 375.21. It's located at the intersection of Overbrook and Briar Avenue. It's a 50 by 100 foot lot. It's currently improved with a 1.5-story single family dwelling and also a detached garage with fronts on Briar Avenue. The applicant proposes to make an addition to the side of the property, making the footprint larger, going to the west. Also proposing a full second story on the whole structure. You will end up with 3 bedrooms on the second floor, a bedroom and kitchen, living room, prayer room on the main level. There are a number of variances associated with the application. There is a front yard setback from Briar Avenue and Overbrook. The subject property is in the RB zone. Required front setback is 25 feet. However, the existing house is at, I think it's 2.3 and 7.3 from the Briar and Overbrook respectively. So those are existing conditions. The other variances that the applicant is proposing is due to the addition and the size of the home. Firstly, maximum allowed building coverage in the RB zone is 23%. The proposed building coverage is 38.6. The maximum allowed total impervious coverage by building and pavement is 40%. The proposed coverage is 46.9%. The maximum allowed floor area ratio is 44%. The proposed floor area ratio is 59.4. Now, those numbers sound large. It sounds like we're building a massive house, but I would hope the board bears in mind that this is an undersized lot, 50 by 100. We're at a conforming lot, 75 by 100. This same house would only have a FAR ratio of 39.8%, which would be conforming. It would only have a maximum lot coverage by impervious of 31.4, where 40% is allowed. It would have a slight variance required for building lot coverage at 25.7 versus the 23% that's allowed. So, and I point this fact out is the applicant is not proposing some huge house that would be out of character for this zone. We're at a conforming lot. He could, with the exception of one small variance, construct this home almost variance-free. Total area on the FAR calculations, 2,970 square feet. That's not a huge house by today's standards by any means. And it seems that it will fit the needs of this Edison family.
Are you also familiar with the standards of proof from a planning perspective that we need to present as to supporting this application, particularly for the deed variance, which is part of this?
Yes, I am. The variance we need for FAR, it's called the D4 variance, where the FAR floor area ratio is exceeded. And case law has upheld the fact that this is not like a true D1 or use variance where we're trying to propose a use that's not permitted. This is clearly a permitted use in this zone. It's a single-family residential zone, and that's what we're proposing. The courts have held that we need to show, and the board should focus on whether the site will accommodate any problems associated with the proposed permitted use, but with a larger floor area than permitted by the ordinance. And I would suggest to the board, because of the testimony I've already provided, that this is not a large home. 2,900 square feet in today's market for a two-story home is not excessive. And I think the fact that we're complying with the side and rear setbacks, although the existing condition of the front setback is a violation, I believe we're providing the required adequate space, air, open space, and light and air. I think we're also promoting the public welfare, providing accommodation for citizens of of Edison Township. And I don't see any negative impact to the zone plan or the master plan. As I mentioned, that this home could be built were it a conforming lot. See no adverse impact to the neighborhood. I think it will be a benefit. A new aesthetically pleasing home, I believe, will lift values, will not be a detriment. For those reasons that I believe that the board, if they choose, has the jurisdiction to approve this requested variance. It's for those reasons that I believe the board has the authority to grant these requested variances.
No other questions of Mr. Fletcher?
Does the board have any questions for Mr. Fletcher?
Mr. Chairman?
Vice Chairman?
Yeah, how does this proposal fit with the characteristics of the neighborhood with the other properties?
We're going to have our architect testify as to the other similar properties in the neighborhood, if there are any. And Mr. Fletcher had not done a survey of the similar properties.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the board?
Yes. I have a similar question. I'm assuming, I don't know if the architect wants to answer this, but what is the next door property? There's two adjacent next door properties. What's their front setback currently? Do you have an idea? Seems like this house sticks out the furthest amongst the rest of the properties on the street.
I don't have that information.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mr. Fletcher, in terms of your lot coverage, your proposed lot coverage, have you done any type of stormwater analysis to see, because you're going to have a much bigger home as compared to what's on there now, have you done any analysis as to where the storm water is going to go?
Well, at this point, we have not done a site plan or a grading plan, but we would normally direct the impervious coverage runoff to the gutter lines where it would flow to the existing storm sewer system in the neighborhood.
Okay, so you're saying you did not do a site plan or?
That has not been in our scope of work yet.
Okay. Does the board have any other questions for Mr. Fletcher? Okay, thank you very much.
Just call our engineer, our architect.
Thank you. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give this evening is the whole truth? Okay, please state your full name and give your business address for the record. Into the microphone, please.
You could have a seat. Speaking to the microphone, please.
Vinu, V-I-N-U-M, Patel, P-A-T-E-L. I'm a registered architect located in Old Bridge, New Jersey. I'm in my own practice since 2001. I've been doing a lot of residential work in this area.
If you could please give the board, this is your first time appearing before this board, if you could please give us a summary of your background and qualifications.
Sure. I have a license since 1987. I worked for a big firm in Newark when I came here to this country. I have a commercial and residential experience. I do have a license in New York City, also, New York and Pennsylvania. I have a degree in architecture from India, but when I came here, I got my license.
You're a licensed architect in the state of New Jersey?
Yes, I am licensed
Okay, you may proceed. Thank you.
Patel, you've gone to the site before,
Yes.
and one of the questions from the board was, what do other properties look like in that neighborhood?
Yeah, most of the houses around, they're all single-family house. Matter of fact, we did couple ad levels in the same area. I would say they're like 1.5 story to 2-story houses. Mostly, they're all residential, single-family homes.
Are they, do you know if they are a similar size as what is proposed here? Are they smaller, are they larger?
I would say within a range, yeah, I would say, yeah. It is the same size I have seen many places, yes.
And I know on your architectural drawings, you had part of the tax map on here. The shaded part of this is the subject property?
Yes, it is.
All right, and that you have a 200-foot radius drawing there, correct?
That is correct, yes.
And looking at it from your eye, on this block, is this probably the smallest property on the block?
Yes, but I have seen 50 by 100 lots many places in this area.
All right, in this neighborhood too?
Yes, sir.
All right, specifically across the street, perhaps?
Yes, even this one. I'm sorry.
He was saying, say that again, please.
Yeah, I have seen a couple lots, they are 50 feet by 100 feet size.
Board have any architectural questions of Mr. Patel as to the plans that are proposed?
Does the board have any questions for Mr. Patel?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Chhabra.
Mr. Patel, so the characteristics of the neighborhood. So this house, obviously, we're seeking a handful of variances, given the fact it's undersized. So now, since it has two corners, your one side is 2.3 feet away from the curb, and the other one's 7.2 feet. The adjacent properties, how close are they from their point of beginning? Do you have some kind of idea, the adjacent two properties?
I don't have
Okay,
idea about it.
so the reason why I'm saying this is because your building coverage is over, your lot coverage is over, your FAR is over, and you have a side yard setback. So we can consider that the fact that the lot is supposed to be 7,500, but it's 5,000, we can have some compromise there. But in terms of, since you're building on the existing lot, you were keeping the existing two sides of the house, the 7.2 and the 2.3 feet. That's where you're keeping it as a variance. What kind of improvement can your client do to the existing property for us to look into the other variances and seek approval?
Definitely, if you look at the proposed elevation on this building, we are trying to make it more appealing for the neighborhood. There's page number 82, we are showing proposed elevation. Owner intend to use a good material like some stone cladding as well as some hardy boards and all that. So the whole intention is to bring the house to level with the neighborhood.
Correct. I completely understand that point. I'm just saying to the point of, having houses that are just, the whole point is conformity, having the street conform with all the houses in a row, right? We don't want one house to stick out a little too much. In this case, it seems like it's a lot, right? 7 feet away from the curb, you can't even park a car is 18 feet. So I understand the driveway's in the back, but 7.2 feet is pretty small. And the fact that there's multiple other variances, we'd like to see some kind of improvement to the existing house in terms of those conform. We know that there's a lot of more area left in the other side of the lot, which is shown as lot 16 in your survey. Any possibility we could shift the house over more to the right?
We're trying to keep some of the existing foundation walls to save, basically today, construction cost has gone up so much. It used to be $135 a square feet. Lately, I have talked to a lot of general contractors, and they're over $195, $200 a square feet for the houses. So most of the house owners, they try to save whatever they can save for the construction of it.
Got it. So then so my question again would be like, would the homeowner favor more towards the FAR, having a larger footprint, or again, not having to shift the foundation? Because if we're keeping the same foundation, then we're going to say that, lower your FAR. There has to be some kind of, we can't just ask for all different all different scenarios here?
Footprint and the area basically came from the owner's side because he already described his family size. You know, they're pretty. You know, I think it's a joint family. I heard that his in-laws are living with him. Also, his mother is living with them. So plus, he wanted to keep. If you see the plan, every room has attached bathroom, so you want to give like a little bit comfort.
Got it. And the basement, I see you guys are making it 1,500. So basically, basement is 1,500 square feet. First floor is 1,500 square feet. Second floor is 1,500 square feet. The basement has a walkout access. Is the basement going to be finished?
The existing basement partially, but I doubt very much because they don't have enough height in the basement.
Okay. And are you planning on keeping that existing height to the next section that you're adding?
Yeah, we're not adding any, whatever the height of the basement is going to remain as is.
Okay. Hopefully the board takes into consideration the fact that there's a lot of variances and thank you.
Mr. Little, I'm going to give you an opportunity to go back to the drawing board and get your team together and present some specifics. Because this isn't a candy shop. This is a zoning board of adjustment. We're bound by the municipal land use law. This case has provided zero to little specifics, and you have a laundry list of variances that you're requesting, including a floor area ratio that's almost 16% over what's required, building coverage, front yard setback, and there are no specifics that have been presented to this board. This case has wasted probably about a half hour of this board's time with zero specifics. And with respect to the applicant, he does have a compelling story. But the professionals have to get together and figure out some specifics. There was no site plan done. There was no grading plan done. There was no neighborhood comparison, no comparison of looking at the neighborhood of similar setback issue, similar building coverage issue, similar floor area ratio issue. So this board could very easily hold you for a vote and deny you, but we're going to give you the respect to allow you to go back to the drawing board and set for another night and come back and present your case again if you're willing to do so.
I would be willing to do so.
Thank you very much. Madam Chair. Mr. Ayotte, I see you down there.
Can we look into the fact, I just want to make sure there's going to be sufficient parking for the bedrooms?
Yes.
You're proposing 4 bedrooms? So I just want to make sure that you have it on the plan showing where the off-street parking is going to be.
To RSIS standards, correct?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, Mr.
All right. Do you want to estimate how long you need, and then we'll have the secretary go to the drawing board and figure out what we could offer you?
Give just a few minutes.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, all right. Mr. Little?
All right. Mr. Chairman, I was asking, what is the board's calendar for the ensuing months in terms of when this could be relisted for continuance?
Madam Secretary?
How long do you think you would need in order to get us plans and?
Well, the plans have to be in at least, 10 days in advance, so we're at the end of May. I'm thinking, early July. Yeah.
We could do July 28th, or we have August 25th.
Well, it'd need to be July. You wouldn't have anything earlier in July? All right.
Yeah, we only meet once per month in the summer.
Oh, okay.
These guys need a break, you know.
Understood. All right, that is what will happen.
Hold on, now, is there any question as far as time for the board to act? Are we within the deadline?
Let me double check, hold on. No, we will need an extension.
Okay, when would you like the extension until? The end of July? Or the end of August, maybe?
August.
Yeah, could you please, does the applicant extend for the board to act, extend the time for the board to act until the end of August 2026?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so July 28th?
July 28th.
Okay, all right. So for anyone here present, anyone listening at home, this case will be carried till Tuesday, July 28th, 2026, with a meeting beginning at 7 p.m. here in council chambers. If you received a notice, you will not receive another notice. This will serve as your notice. Do your homework, sharpen your pencils, and we'll see you on the 28th of July.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Madam Secretary, next case on the agenda, please.
Case number Z8, 2026, Harish Gowda at 52 Alexander Street. Applicant is seeking a bulk variance to extend the existing deck and patio at the single-family dwelling. The following standards have not been met. Rear yard setback required is 30 feet, proposed is 20 feet. Affected property is located in the RB zone, designated as block number 590.14, lot number 2101 on the Edison Township tax map. All noticing paperwork is in order.
Good evening. You may have a seat, sir. And, our attorney will swear you in.
Yeah, just please raise your right hand. Yeah, thank you. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give this evening is the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, please, and speak in the microphone and just state your full name and spell it for the record, please.
Sure. My name is Harish Mariappa Gowda.
Okay, sir, and if you could tell us what you'd like to do and why you'd like to do it?
Yes, I have a current deck which is 5 by 21, which is 13 years old now, and it's getting rot, and I wanted to extend my deck so I can build a new one, and so that I can use that space, which is not appropriate at this time for my family. Like it's too small for us to use it. So, and it's in similar conditions like the other decks around my neighborhood.
Okay, and the deck that is there currently, is it the same size? I'm sorry, the deck that you're replacing, is it the same size as what's there currently?
It will be like extended, like currently it's 5 by 21, which is attached to the house. I'm planning to extend like 10 feet further so I can use that space. So the 21 will remain same. It's only the front, the rear extension is 10 feet.
Okay. Thank you. Does the board have any questions for Mr. Gowda?
Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chabra?
So you're just adding, just to be clarified, you're not adding 15 feet to the existing 5 feet. The total new deck will be 15 by 21.
Exactly.
It's 110 square feet adding to the existing.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And are you planning on having it covered on top?
No.
Completely open?
Completely open, yeah.
Okay. And the height will stay the same?
Everything will be same.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions, Mr. Gowda, from the board? Vice Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, how far will you be back from your neighbor, from the deck to the neighbor? How far are you going to be?
I still have 20 feet to the neighbor's, the fence, actually, open. So there's an open lot in the rear also. So they have a patio almost similar to the size of my deck.
Is there anything similar in the neighborhood?
Yes, there are. All my neighbors have a deck, the one right behind mine, they have a similar size as mine. They also have a sunroom on top of it. And the adjacent neighbor, they just newly built a new deck with a patio as well.
And they're within 10 feet of the property line?
Within their 10 feet,
Within
There's about 20 feet, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, seeing none. Do you have anything else to add, sir?
No.
No? Okay, all right. So we will now go out to the public. Anyone within 200 feet of the subject site wanting to be heard. If you're within 200 feet, you received a notice via certified mail. Anyone outside 200 feet of the subject site wanting to be heard? Seeing none, can I get a motion to close the public portion?
Motion to close public portion.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Chabra, second by Mr. Schneider. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Public portion is now closed, and I'll go to the board.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Mr. Chabra.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the following application at 52 Alexander Street. The applicant's requesting a 10-foot variance for the rear yard setback to increase his current existing deck 110 square feet. The applicant agrees that there will be no covering or any kind of sunroom on top of it. It will be open, and this is a minimal request with no detrimental impact to the surrounding neighborhood, and no neighbors are here present to speak for it.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Chabra, second by Vice Chairman O'Gorman. Roll call, please.
Mr. Schneider?
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Chabra?
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Cerrito?
Yes on the motion.
Vice Chair O'Gorman?
Yes to the motion.
And Chairman Kump.
Yes on the motion. Unanimous approval. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Madam Secretary, next case on the agenda, please.
Case number Z3 2026, Suresh Mandanka at 97 Garden Terrace. Applicant is seeking bulk and use variances to construct a second-story addition to the single-family dwelling. The following standards have not been met. Max FAR required is 44%, proposed is 64%. Maximum lot coverage by building required is 40%, proposed is 43%. Minimum both side yard required is 18 feet, proposed is 9.54 feet. Minimum one side yard required is 6 feet, proposed is 4.77 feet. Minimum lot width required is 75 feet, proposed 50 feet. And minimum lot area required is 7,500 square foot, proposed is 5,000 square foot. Affected property is located in the RB zone, designated as block number 265.02, lot number 9 on the Edison Township tax map. All noticing paperwork is in order.
Good evening, council.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman.
If you bring that podium way closer to you, I want to make sure we hear you. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sure. All right. Good evening, Chairman, members of the board. My name is Pankaj Maknor from the law firm of Wiley Lavender Maknor, attorneys for the applicant Suresh Madakanda, concerning the property located at 97 Garden Terrace, Edison, Block 265.B, Lot 9. This is an application for bulk variance relief in connection with a proposed first and second floor renovation and addition. The house is located on it's a single-family house located on a pre-existing undersized lot. The testimony we'll present today is from the homeowner, Suresh Mandanka, the architect, Vinu Patel, and our planner, John DuPont. With that, I'd like to proceed.
Please proceed.
I'd like to call my first witness, the homeowner. Apologize, Mr. Chairman. Before proceeding, I'd like to mirror with the first application on extending the vote.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
This is up to you. So if you're willing to just present your case, and then you can carry the vote to another evening when we have a full board complement, and we'll make sure that the board members are reviewed, prepared, signed, certified.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
Great. Thank you very much.
Please raise your right hand. Okay, do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give this evening is the whole truth? Yes, thank you. Please state your full name.
Suresh Mandanka, Suresh Mandanka.
Suresh, thank you for that. Just very quickly, you purchased 97 Garden Terrace. You're the current owner of that property?
Yes, sir.
And when did you purchase that property?
In year 2008, June.
Prior to that, were you a resident of Edison?
Yes, sir. I came in US 2000 and my first steps in Edison Township. From day one, I'm in Edison Township. Previously, I live in a rental apartment with my friends.
When you purchased 97 Garden Terrace, can you describe the type of house it is?
It's a single family house, and when I bought the house at the time, me and my wife, only two individuals, so we thought that that's enough. But when we family grows, I have two kids. One is 16 years old daughter. She's studying in Edison High School, and another daughter is 13 years. She is studying in middle school. So now in a very small, tiny house, in the first floor, we have one kitchen, living area, and one dining area, and there is one small bedroom which is 9 by 9. And the upstairs, second floor has only one bedroom which is 15 by 11 and is slopey area. So there are some portion is cutting. It's very hard to live in this existing floor plan. We live in a one bedroom, all four people. So I would like to request to campaign people's confidentiality because kids are now growing, so they need some separate room. So that's why I request.
Can you just describe again what are you using the first floor bedrooms for?
The first floor bedroom we use, I'm associated with the BAPS temple, Edison, Woodbridge Avenue. So we do prayer every day morning, like at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So we use one bedroom for this prayer, or combine all the choir gather to prayer.
So at the moment, all of you are occupying the second floor bedroom?
Yeah, we all occupy 4 people. We staying in one bedroom upstairs.
Do you anticipate additional family members?
Yeah, in next year, my in-laws, they are living in India. They're coming in next year. So before they comes, my proposed plan is to build something space for them to build a one bedroom in downstairs, so they can because they are very aged people, so they can easily access to the all the facilities.
Okay. And with that, you decided basically last year to essentially try to renovate your house, correct?
Yeah.
Now, you said you're a member of the local temple, correct?
Yeah, I'm the associate with the BAPS temple. I volunteer work and I do the accounting work for the BAPS temple. So usually I have to go Saturday and Sunday both for the assembly accounting work, and also I'm do prayer for every day.
Now, through the temple, you were able to connect with some professionals to help you with this project?
Yes, sir. Through Connect This Temple, I got the contractor also, as well as architecture also. Contractor, building contractor, and architecture.
And can you just name the architect that you had retained?
Architecture name is Vinu Patel.
Okay, and you had met with Mr. Patel prior to the start of the project and kind of described what you wanted?
We met in a temple and I explained this. This is the current scenario because we live in same house since 18 years. There is no any extension. So I request to come to my house and see the position where we are living. So I need to some kind of extension of house. So he gave me suggestion.
Now you intend to continue residing in Edison, correct?
Yeah, I love to this township because from day one I'm in Edison Township. This is my 26th year.
And your children, you said, are in the public schools?
Yeah, both are in Edison Township Public School, and they love this county, love this township, and they love all the near community also.
Okay. I have no further questions for this witness.
Does the board have any questions for Mr. Mandanka? Seeing none. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, with the board, I'd like to call my next witness, Mr. Venu Patel, architect.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give this evening is the whole truth? Yes, please state your full name for the record. Speak into the microphone.
Vinu, V-I-N-U, M. Patel, P-A-T-E-L.
Mr. Patel, you were previously certified this evening. License is still current and good standing?
Yes,
Yes, you may proceed. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Patel. You had met the applicant through the temple, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and the applicant had come to you. Can you describe what he was looking for with this
Correct.
project?
Yes.
Can you describe that?
Yes. I have,
Chairman, I have
I wanted to display this somehow, but
I have copies of
small copy, I can pass it on to the members.
Okay, you can hand it to the board secretary.
Oh, my only question is this, though. That has color on it. Is the original, so hold on, please, hold on. That has colors on it. Does the original application submission have, is it color-coded as well?
This was not submitted with the original application.
Okay, just mark that as A1 then.
Okay.
Okay. And again, that's just a reproduction of what's been already submitted, correct?
This is the existing floor plan.
Okay. Maybe the copy's broken. Mail it now. What's that called?
All right, Mr. Patel, we just circulated a plan that's been marked as A1 for identification purposes. Could you just go through describing what this document is?
Yes, correct.
And just, that's sheet A4 of what's been submitted, correct?
A4,
Correct.
yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. If you look at the first floor plan of the existing conditions, basically the area shown in a brown, that's the area, it's like a living area for the family. If you walk on the second floor, there's an open loft. First time when I went to take the measurement, I saw Suresh's daughters, they were doing homework in that open loft area, basically. There was no space for them to do any homework or any other activities. There's one bedroom upstairs which doesn't even have a full height ceiling. Half of the bedroom has a low ceiling because there's a dormer in the back, but the front it's just basically no height in that. Area-wise, existing first floor, including outside wall, is 713 square feet. Existing garage is 157 square feet, which I don't think anybody can fit the car in that garage. That attic area, 552 square feet, has hardly half of the area is usable because that doesn't have a full height. So area shown on the second floor blue, which is basically a low height closet space they have. So based on that and based on the owner's requirement, we prepared the plans for this project. I know we are over certain, especially the affair I discussed in the previous application. Here, we are almost even more than the 0.59. But if you look at the floor plan, basically that meets all the requirement from the owner. And they're like a decent sized room. They're not like very big rooms. So we try to make this house livable for the family so they can enjoy the area.
Mr. Patel, now let's go through the proposed plans.
Yes. So proposed plan, we have a good sized garage, which is a single car garage. They can park their car there. The current kitchen is only like 8.5 by 13 some feet, less than 110 square feet. So at least now they have a decent sized kitchen. They do have a breakfast area for family. Right now, I don't even know how they fit the breakfast table. You know, it's a very tight space for them to use. There's one bedroom now. It's a little better sized bedroom they are using for. Sometimes I heard the owner that they're using for prayer meetings and all that in that for the family and all that. Definitely, we have a good sized living room now, and second floor we do have good sized bedrooms. And also, he wanted me to give some space for their daughters to have some homework space. So, so this plan basically came based on their requirements. I did my best to comply with their requirements for this house. Outside is going to be same. We're trying to blend with the neighborhood again. He's going to use hardy boards, and definitely will bring this house will. Right now, the current house, if you look at on the photograph, it's very old and it definitely need work. Not only the extension of the work, but there's also need some repair work and all that. So.
And you had went inside the house, correct, Mr. Patel?
Yes.
And can you just describe what you saw with the family members and the living arrangements?
Yes, I just mentioned that, the kitchen is very tight. There is no space for girls to even do their homework. I just heard from the owner that hardly one bedroom is shared by a lot of people. So it's a very tight situation for this family. It's a very, I would say, it's not a comfortable place that they can enjoy. This look like the house is less than the one-bedroom apartment. They're like 800-900 square feet. Today, people are going into apartments, so this house is even less than the apartment size.
Yeah.
But I'll try my best. Yes.
Now, Mr. Patel, you'd stated that you've done some other houses or projects in the neighborhood.
Yes, I have done.
And is this design fitting with the other houses in the neighborhood?
Yes, fortunately, their lot size was a little bit bigger, so, and we were adding only the second floor, so it was fine. The square footage wise within this area, we are in this ballpark number.
Visually, though, from curb appeal, will this house look like it would fit in?
Yes, of course.
I have no further questions.
Does the board have any questions? Seeing none. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman and Board, I'd like to call final witness, our planner, Mr. John DuPont.
Okay, do you swear or affirm testimony you'll give this evening is the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, so you handed up some documents. Could you please describe these documents and what they
Absolutely. There's 3 exhibits that I would just handed over. I have larger ones on the board. One's an overall map, every lot within 200 and 300 feet, to give you an idea of the lot sizes. Exhibit number 2 is a photograph of the house in question and 2 adjacent lots, just to give you an idea of the neighborhood. And exhibit number 3 is an aerial shot, again, to show you the massing of the neighborhood, the houses in the area, so we know the sizes.
are? Okay. And who prepared those documents?
I did.
Okay. All three were prepared by you?
That is correct.
Okay. All right, so the first one that you marked one was A1, the second one is the photograph will be A2, and the aerial will be A3.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, we'll put it for today's date on the exhibit marking. It's 5/19.
Mr. Dupont, you've appeared before the board prior. If you could please give us a summary of your background qualifications.
Absolutely. So I am a professional engineer and planner in the state of New Jersey. I've been before this board numerous times. I've served as the planner and engineer for the borough of Carteret for the past 28 years on their board. I've been throughout boards throughout the state, including numerous times here.
Licensed, current, and good standing?
Yes.
And you're going to be accepted as a planner, correct?
Yes.
Okay, we'll accept you. Please proceed.
So the subject property is located in the RB zone and is presently developed with an existing single-family dwelling situated on a historically undersized lot. The current home is 1,400 square feet approximately. The applicant has lived in Edison since 2000 and purchased this home in 2008. Him and his wife started a family. They like the neighborhood, and now their family is growing, a couple of children. So looking to stay in the area, modify this home, and make sure they fit the characteristics of the neighborhood. The existing property is non-conforming in a couple of standards. There's several pre-existing bulk deficiencies. Minimum lot area in the zone is 7,500 square feet. Our existing lot is 5,000 square feet. The minimum lot width requirement is 75 feet. The existing lot is 50 feet wide. The minimum side yard setback is 6 feet. The existing home is 4.77 feet. And the minimum combined yard setback is 18 feet. We currently have 9.54 feet. These conditions are long-standing in nature and were not created by the applicant. The lot has existed in this condition for many years and is part of an established residential neighborhood containing a similar pattern of development. As a matter of fact, and I'm going to go over to my first exhibit. Take this with me. The first exhibit that we have, they were handed out, I think it was A1, I believe, for today. So this exhibit that you have, the first exhibit here, is two things. It's an aerial, from Google Maps, an aerial of the neighborhood. And then from your tax map, we've identified every lot within 200 and 300 feet. Within 300 feet, there's only one lot that is conforming to lot area and lot width. Every other lot has been zoned out of compliance. So the 50 by 100 natural pattern of the neighborhood is where it is. This neighborhood was initially developed with Cape Cod homes. And it's, over the years, it's starting to change. But I wanted to show you that. So as the part of the proposed improvements, the applicant will require 2 additional variances. Everything so far is existing. There are 2 additional variances being requested. Maximum lot coverage permitted in this zone is 40%. We're proposing 43. And maximum floor area is permitted 0.44. We are proposing 0.64. So from a planning standpoint, the applicant represents a reasonable and appropriate residential development of an existing home on a very constrained lot. The addition won't be visible from the front yard. It's in addition to the rear. The rear yard setback is being maintained. And the only visible change will be that small change to the garage that you saw up front, where the garage is being proposed just to be even with the front of the home, won't protrude forward. Importantly, the applicant does not intrude any new use or more intensive land use on the property. The property will continue to function as a single-family residence, which is permitted. And after all said and done, the proposed home will have 4 bedrooms and about 3,200 square feet. A very reasonable size home for a single family. If we go to the next exhibit, A2 is just a photograph of 3 homes. The home to the left, all the way to the left side of the sheet, is the applicant's property. That's the home we're looking at. It's currently Cape Cod. The one in the center of the picture, was apparently at one point a Cape Cod that's been expanded, and then one to the right, same thing, Cape Cod's been expanded. It's very common in this neighborhood. We walked it today. House number 63 expanded, 91 expanded from a Cape. 64, 65, and 66, Garden Terrace, have been expanded. This neighborhood has some old Cape Cods, no doubt about it, but a lot of them are taking the Cape Cods now, putting a second story up on top and making them a little bigger. Some look exactly like a Cape Cod, you could tell very easily. Some, like the house in the middle, been a little more extensive changes. So with respect to the, I want to show you one more thing, I'm sorry. The last exhibit. So that's the front three houses from the street view. If you look at the third exhibit, which is falling off my board here, it's a Google Earth image from the top down. So you can see the view, the massing. Again, the house in the middle is the one right next to us. The house to the left is our home with the red dot on it. And you can just see the size of the other homes. The size of those two homes currently are going to extend farther back than we're proposing in ours. The house in the middle has got to be a larger square foot. I did not measure square foot. It's going farther back than our deck, which we are not. And it's closer to the street than we are, and we're not moving any closer forward. And the one next to it, same thing, extends far to the back. So just to give you an idea of what's happening in your neighborhood. With respect to lot coverage, the request for relief is relatively modest in nature. The proposal has been designed in a manner that works with the physical limitations of the property while still maintaining the functionality and the yard areas and preserving the residential character of the site. In my opinion, the slight increase in coverage will not create any substantial detriment or adverse impacts relating to drainage, light, air, open space. With respect to floor area ratio, I recognize that this is a significant component of the application, one which the board appropriately evaluates carefully. However, in this particular case, the FAR relief is substantially influenced by the size of the lot. If this was a conforming size lot, 7,500 square feet, the proposed house would be compliant. The property contains 5,000 square feet, where 7,000 square feet is required. FAR is directly tied for this case to lot area. Historically undersized lots, such as the one, like this one, are disproportionately burdened by the ordinance requirement. In practical terms, conforming with the lot in the RB zone is permitting substantially greater floor areas as a right, whereas the property here is limited simply because of its dimensions. Accordingly, the variance request is largely due to a mathematical calculation and does not necessarily reflect the structure that is at a scale of the surrounding neighborhood. What we're proposing is going to meet the surrounding neighborhood perfectly. Importantly, when evaluating the actual visual and functional impact of the proposal, the home remains consistent with the residential character and development pattern of the surrounding area. And it's important to know that this is a resident who's lived here since '08, wants to stay here. This is not a developer building, flipping, selling the home. This is a gentleman and family who's picked Edison to be their home, and they want to stay in this neighborhood. Many homes within the established neighborhoods throughout Edison have evolved over the years, additions, renovations, and modernization efforts. In my professional opinion, the proposed improvements are consistent with that pattern of residential reinvestment and remain compatible with the surrounding development. Furthermore, strict application of the FAR ordinance to this undersized property would create undue limitation upon the applicant to reasonably improve and modernize the home in a manner compatible and similar to residential properties in the township. The request for variances can be supported, in my opinion, under both the C1 hardship and the flexible C2. Under C1 criteria, the exceptional narrowness and undersized lot constitutes extraordinary physical conditions uniquely affecting the property. These conditions create practical difficulties in developing or improving the property, and strict conformity with the zone. Importantly, these conditions were not created by the applicant. The applicant can also be supported under the C2 criteria because the proposal achieves several purposes of the MLUL. Purpose A, to promote public health, safety, morals, and general welfare. Purpose G, to provide sufficient space and appropriate locations for residential development. Purpose I, to promote a desired visual environment through good civic design and arrangement. Purpose M, to encourage appropriate and efficient land use patterns. The benefits of permitting the reasonable modernization and improvement of existing home substantially outweigh any potential detriments. Importantly, the requested relief can be granted without substantial detriment to the public good, without substantial impairment to the intent, purpose of your zone plan or zoning ordinance. The applicant maintains the permitted use. It preserves neighborhood character, does not create any significant negative impacts relating to light, air, open space, drainage, circulation, or aesthetics. Based upon my review of the application materials, the existing additions and property and the character of the surrounding neighborhood, it is my professional opinion that the requested variances are reasonable and appropriate, and the applicant represents good planning. Accordingly, I respectfully request that the board grant the approval of the applicant, and that concludes my testimony.
I have no further questions.
Does the board have any questions, Mr. Dupont?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Shabber?
Mr. Dupont, I have a question. Number 93 that you have shown in your exhibit, how big is that property for square footage?
50 by 100.
The physical dwelling.
The dwelling, I don't know the physical dwelling. I know the lot is 50 by 100. And
Okay.
that's why I did the Google top so you could kind of see the massing of it.
Got it. Do you know if there's any variance on there?
I do not.
Because I looked it up right now. It's showing it's 2120 square feet, the dwelling.
I saw that on the tax records as well.
Yeah.
That is not 2,100 square feet.
That's what I'm looking at, unless something's not updated, because that's showing 43% FAR. I'm pretty shocked looking at it.
I think that was probably the original FAR.
But the building's...
Understood. But that's exactly why I did that one exhibit, just so we could see the top from top down.
Correct.
We're still going to be smaller than that. And you know we're going to be 3,200 square feet. I think that tax record is old.
I think you guys may be creating new business for us here.
Could we find out if there's a variance on that property that was recently issued or
If I
something?
may-
We did an open request.
If I may, we did submit an OPA request, and all that came back was a 2014 permit. So there was no,
It's not 2120 then, is it?
yeah, so we submitted an OPA request and we got minimal, no FIR application or anything.
Because I'm looking at it right now, the way that the garage is recessed, currently the existing house that we're looking at, the subject property, which is number 87, right? 97. So 97 right now has a recessed garage too. You guys are proposing to bump that garage outwards, and the adjacent property still has a recessed garage, correct? Correct. Okay. I would just like to find out how big 93 is and if there's any variance. That's what I'm going to go back to.
I'd love to find that out too. That's exactly what this exhibit was all about. Because we couldn't find the number, I knew that wasn't correct in that tax rolls. So I wanted to show that there, so we know we're not going back farther than our deck. We're still going to be smaller in that house. And honestly, there's a couple homes on that block, a little farther down, like 65 and 66, probably bigger and newer.
Okay, I'm just concerned about 93 now, and I feel like that's something that the board should consider before. Thank you.
Does the board have any questions, Mr. Dupont? So, Mr. Dupont, and I may have to qualify you to put your engineering hat on here, but, so lot coverage, you're 3% over. Would you, you'd say that this is a de minimis increase in lot coverage in terms of stormwater?
I certainly would, especially because the addition out the back still maintains the rear yard setback, so I think it's de minimis.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. And then with the number of bedrooms, you'd be RSIS compliant?
Yes, we would.
Okay. And then just to kind of add on to Mr. Chabra's question, so in terms of floor area ratio comparison within the neighborhood,
I think we're very consistent. I think there's at least 6 homes that I walked myself, and that's why I brought those exhibits, that are very consistent with us. The neighborhood, no doubt about it, that neighborhood was originally developed with Cape Cods probably after World War II. Very nice. And it's now getting updated. Okay. And it looks terrific, the block.
Okay, thank you very much. Does the board have any other questions for Mr. Dupont? Seeing none? Okay, thank you very much.
I have no further witnesses, Chairman.
Okay, Mr. McNamara, do you want to go out to the public now and then just carry for a vote?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so we'll now go out to the public. Anyone within 200 feet of subject site wanting to be heard. If you're within 200 feet of subject site, you received a notice via certified mail. Seeing none, we now go outside of 200 feet of subject property. Seeing none, can I get a motion to close the public portion?
Motion to close public portion?
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Schneider, seconded by Mr. Cerrito. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Public portion is now closed. Mr. McEnroe, would you like to do a summation now, or would you like to hold that until prior to us voting at another date?
I'll hold the summation.
Okay, all right, so now let's check the calendar. Madam Secretary?
We can carry this to June 23rd for the vote only, if that's acceptable.
That's acceptable.
Okay, all right, so for anyone,
I would say, and again, we don't have a restriction as far as time to act for the board, correct? We're fine?
Let me double check.
Yeah.
No, we're fine for that one.
Okay, thank you.
okay, so for anyone here present, for anyone listening at home, this case will be carried to Tuesday, June 23rd, with a meeting beginning at 7 p.m. here in council chambers. If you received a notice, you will not receive another notice. This will serve as your notice. Thank you very much, Mr. McEnroe, and have a good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, board.
Thank you. All right, so the board will be taking a 2-minute recess. I will be recusing in the next case, and we will turn the proceedings over to the trustworthy hands of Vice Chairman O'Gorman. 2-minute recess. Thank you.
All right, Madam Clerk,
Back up.
we're back up.
Open back up. Okay. Case number Z7, 2026, Michelle Campbell at 4 Fielding Ave. Applicant is seeking bulk variances for the construction of a new single-family dwelling. The following standards have not been met. Front yard setback required is 35 feet, proposed is 28.50 feet, and rear yard setback required is 60 feet, proposed is 43.69 feet. Affected property is located in the RA zone designated as 557.04, lot number 5, on the Edison Township tax map. All noticing paperwork is in order.
Thank you. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give this evening is the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, please state your
I
full name
do.
for the record. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It's Michelle Campbell, Michele Campbell.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, proceed. Welcome.
Okay, thank you. So I'm requesting a rear yard and front yard setback, bulk variances, sought to construct a new single-family dwelling at 4 Fielding Place. This property is located at 557.04, lot number 5 in the RA zone, where the minimum lot width is 100 feet and the minimum lot depth is 150 feet. My property is non-conforming. My width average is approximately 192 feet, and my depth average is approximately 123 feet. I presented to the zoning board on May 13th of last year for a rear yard setback variance of 46.42 feet from the principal building, and I was granted the variance. I am here today requesting a rear yard setback variance to a raised terrace, which is 10 feet wide and 10 feet deep. The required, as stated, was 60 feet, and proposed, again, is 43.69 feet just to the raised terrace. The rest of the building is not moving. I am also requesting a front yard setback variance to the portico, which is 10 feet 9 inches wide by 6.5 feet deep. Again, required is 35 feet, and proposed is 28.5 feet just to the portico.
Do you have any professionals?
Well, they're not here with me, but yes, I mean, I've had an architect, and we're so far along in this process. I mean, we made changes to the plans because we weren't pleased with the front of our house. So we're basically just waiting on this variance, and everything else is ready to go. We have our zoning permit, we have our engineering permit, we have our demo permit, and I'm just waiting for the construction once we go through all of this.
All right, so you were here last year, and back on July 29th, you have it's the amendment resolution, and that was in reference to, and that also included a fence, the 6-foot
Yeah,
fence in the front yard?
Yes, but that has nothing to do with the building.
No, I understand that, I just wanted for the record.
Yep,
Now,
exactly.
So what changed from July to now?
The front of the house. So we were not pleased with the front of the house, and once we applied for the demo, I felt like my back was against the wall. We both did, because we just did not, we're spending quite a bit of money and we weren't pleased with it, so we changed it. Initially, with the front, as far as the portico, what's changed is it's now gone up to the second floor, where initially the top of the house was set back, I think 3 or 4 feet, but now the front of the house is flush, the second floor and the first floor, and we now have a raised, so the portico is attached to the building now, so it requires a variance.
So reference, you were not happy with the facade, but the issue is the change from last year is the front yard setback.
Well, because as I stated, initially the portico wasn't going up to the second floor. We basically had an overhang at the first floor. And now, because the roof wasn't, I guess, attached to the building, when we talked to Jim in zoning, which he was, so at the time, the first plans did not require, I have them with me. I don't know if you guys have them from the first one.
Can I just ask, so initially you have a front yard variance for the first floor, correct?
We never needed a front yard variance.
But then, okay, so.
The
this-
front yard variance is new,
Well, the front setback, okay. It
right,
is-
for the front yard setback, yes. And the reason the change is because we now have, the portico is two
Hey, Can I
stories
stop
high.
you? Do you have the drawings? Can you show us the drawings on there, what
Sure.
you're talking about?
Do you guys not have the drawing?
Yeah, we have 'em, but I wanna
Okay,
stand-
sure. I have the old ones and the new ones if you want
Well,
to.
just, let's stay with the new.
Okay.
Okay, please?
Yep.
If you want, there's not that, you bring that up closer, there's not that many of us here. So, no, so bring the stand over, it'll make it a little easier for you, please.
I don't have a hard backing for it, so hopefully it doesn't flop
We'll see.
over.
We'll see what we can do. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, make it easy.
Yeah.
Shirley, you want to come and hold it? You don't mind if you hold it?
No, you can, come up.
Thank you. We're building the house together, so.
There you go.
So if you see here.
You show for, it's a pretty face.
Yeah. So now, initially it was, the overhang was here, the top, the second floor was set back. We now have everything flush. So this portion and this portion are at 35 feet. This portion is at 36 feet setback. And the garage area, which is 22 feet, is at a 32-foot setback.
We need a variance for that.
Well, no, because I initially had it on the application, and I was asked to remove it, because that's what I thought. But I guess they're saying worst case is because it's the 28.5. So I initially did have on the 3, but they, because this one is at 32 feet, again, 35, 35, 36, and this small portion here, which I believe this is like 5% of the front yard. And it is, I have my numbers down there, I think 15% of the house.
Can you go to drawing A2 and on the side view? That'll help further clarify it, right? Okay.
So, again, we just really, we couldn't
So what
proceed.
changed from July?
Do you want me to grab the other
No,
one?
just real quick.
So
just,
what changed was this, it wasn't even this, there was no columns. The overhang over the front door didn't have any columns in the front. It was just brackets holding it, holding it up from the wall. And we didn't want any of that. We didn't like it. And honestly, if I didn't have this nonconformity, I could have built this house a year ago, and I would still have 18 feet to spare, because the house is only 33 feet deep, with a 35-foot front yard setback, a 60-foot rear yard setback. That leaves me at about 128 feet. If this was a 150-foot deep lot, like I'm supposed to be on, I wouldn't have even had to go through this twice.
And why wasn't this done back in July?
We changed the plans recently. These plans were changed they were completed in February of this year.
So you didn't think about this in July last year?
I wish we did. We're building a house for the first time. I mean, it's part of the evolution. We're trying to, imagine something in one dimension on a piece of paper. It's very hard. So.
Jim, you have any comment on this? Mr. Ayotte?
Yeah, no. We had spoken on the phone several times. We've spoken on the phone several times, but the setbacks are what they are. They're there. So I don't have an issue with it. No questions, really, to be honest.
What was that?
I don't have an issue with it.
Oh, you don't have an issue with the setback? Okay.
No.
Anybody have any questions? Any members?
So you mentioned what you are doing in the front yard, in the rear yard. Could you also point what you're changing in the your rear yard?
Well, that's going to be just the patio. And interestingly, back in July of last year, when we were here in May. By the time it was finally adopted, it was July, because there was another error with that one. We had a deck on those plans on the survey, which was a 12 by 12 raised terrace. But because we were so involved with the fence at the time, I guess it was overlooked, and I'm going to take responsibility for that. And I was, so we figured, okay, we'll omit it. But since I was coming back and we did want the deck, we went from a 12 by 12 to a 10 by 10. And, if I wasn't coming back for this, I would have just omitted it. But since I'm here, we would love to have it. And honestly, the person behind me has a raised deck to the second floor, almost spanning the whole house. So this is actually very minor.
Okay, just a question for the board. Do we need an updated site plan?
Well, I mean, you should have it. That's a fair question. You should have a site plan, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So my site plan, because I do have that, I have it with me. How long is that valid for?
I mean, you're changing it, right?
But I can't do anything until we do the variance. If this variance isn't approved, now I have to go through the whole process again.
No, I mean, a site plan is just your survey, right? Survey and your.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
Survey with the
Yes,
changes.
absolutely.
Did you have that with you?
Oh,
Could
yes,
you
yes,
please-
yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
that
I'm
would
sorry.
help.
I thought we were thinking with the site plan was the engineering.
No.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
engineering, but
But I meant your engineering department. I thought it was with the engineering department. Oh, absolutely, we definitely have a site plan.
That's it. That's
I
it.
brought both again.
Is it, the date is still 12? Okay, no, she probably did revision here.
Yeah, this is my new one.
And this is Andrew Fletcher.
And again, you guys should have this.
Okay, I think maybe there is, hold on a second.
yeah, no, you want to
Yeah,
make
you
sure.
guys should have this too.
Okay, then we're fine.
Mr. Shabers, that's,
That's it.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is correct. Okay.
Yeah,
I
you
read the
guys-
wrong date. I read the date from
Oh,
2024.
absolutely, yeah.
So I didn't see the revision.
I could call this the survey.
okay.
But yeah, no, that was done. Absolutely. And it shows the deck and this house we're dying to build.
28.5, right here? The front column. 28.5, and for the rear setback, it's shown as 43.69 here to the terrace.
What we said?
Because the house is 50.20. So technically, the house is 50 feet from the rear property line, so it's 10 feet that's being sought for the property and a total of 17 feet for the terrace.
No. So the house location has not changed. So the initial setback that was granted last year is still the same.
Okay, 40.
46.42. 42, correct.
That's the,
So that hasn't changed, which, if you see, again, if you look at my property, it's oblique, it's not straight. So this is 138.35. This is 107, which is absurd in a 150-foot lot that is supposed to be. So it's, what we're just requesting for the 10 feet, and actually that's at the shortest point, because believe it or not, at the right side of the deck, it's less.
The right side of the deck?
Right, the right side of the
Okay,
right corner, you mean the right
the
corner.
terrace would be less because it's, this is a shorter point. From here to here is longer.
What about the
So
wood deck to the left?
we're not that's going, that's old. That's existing.
Okay,
So that's all coming down.
that's all coming down. and-
Yeah, and I did have a
Fine,
permit.
It's not going back.
No, no. Everything that's faded in that faded color is just depicting that it's existing.
and since it's being mentioned as a terrace, your basement is walkout.
No. And he's calling it a terrace because it's not going to be a wood deck and it's going to be part of the superior wall foundation.
Okay.
So that's why we're calling it a terrace. I'm not putting in a wood deck. We're going to basically have a foundation and it'll be
It's a
concrete.
raised patio, essentially.
Exactly. They were calling it terrace. I call it a raised patio.
What's it made of?
It will be, well, like I said, it's.
Masonry?
What?
Masonry?
Well, the foundation portion will be superior wall, which is what we're making. And then the rest, yes, will be masonry.
Okay.
Yep,
So it's a raised patio.
correct. And it was above the 2 feet, right? Because anything under 2 feet did not require.
2 feet, it has to follow the principal structure.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Since this will be above 2 feet, that's why we're getting the variance.
How tall is it, the terrace?
There's here the one, it's basically the height from the sliders out. And I mean, just on average, the steps we have here is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's above
4
2 feet.
feet.
Yeah,
So,
it's above
okay.
the 2 feet. That's why I'm
Okay.
here.
All right, so,
I mean, correct.
okay.
All I know is it's above, for sure, it's above 2 feet, but it'll be at the level of the sliders coming out.
Okay, so that's a variance.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the rear yard one I'm looking for. Because the other one is done and it hasn't changed.
And there's no intentions to cover it and make it a
Nope.
sunroom?
Nope.
It'll be open?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. Just railings, you know, other than that, that's it.
Okay. Thank you.
We could sit?
No, we're not. Oh, wait. All right, so if this got approved, right, you would agree to the, on a condition of approval on your submitted plot and grading plan, that this wood deck would not be included?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, definitely. Actually, it's already mostly gone. We gave, because it was, like, what do you call it?
That's okay, we don't need to know.
It's gone, except the
Don't tell
frame
us
is
too
there,
much.
that's it.
All right, so in reference, Jim, Mr. Ayotte, you have any other concerns or questions?
That was the main question. I want to make sure the deck will not be
Gone.
there because that is in violation.
And in your opinion, this will fit the characteristics of the neighborhood?
Absolutely. It's
Okay.
transitioning the neighborhood, so yes.
Oh, part of this also is where's the sidewalk? Doesn't the ordinance include a sidewalk?
Yeah, he has it on the site plan. He has it on the site plan. It's going towards the driveway.
Okay, so again, if this got approved, that would be a condition of approval to include the sidewalk?
Absolutely, it'll have a sidewalk. Well, when you say a sidewalk, a walkway.
No.
Sidewalk, I have a waiver. I got a waiver already.
You have a public sidewalk waiver?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You have that?
Paid a lot of money for it, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything is done, literally, it's just, once we complete this today, I'm ready to go. Everything else is in
All
order.
right, we're here to work with you. All right, any questions? Any members have any questions?
I have no further questions.
All right, let's go out for, anything else?
That's it, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to go out for public comment. Anyone within 200 feet? Anyone within 200 feet? Not seeing anyone? All right. Anyone outside of 200 feet? Anyone outside of 200 feet? Not seeing anyone?
Motion to close public comment?
Need a
Second.
second? And then anyone, motion to agree? I mean, if you agree, say yes. If not, say no. Ayes have it?
Aye.
Okay. What's your pleasure?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Okay, need a
I'd like to-
second?
I'd like to make a motion to approve this application. It's a nominal request. There are no individuals from the public to speak up regarding this case. This proposal today, that's fourth, is requesting a rear back setback for proposed 43.69 feet and a front yard setback variance for 28.5 feet. The individual has revised their existing variance to improve the frontage and facade of the structure, and I'd like to make a motion to approve this.
Second.
Okay. And I'd just like to add also, in reference to for also that, as per discussed, the submitted plot and grading plan, you remove the deck, and also you have a sidewalk waiver, and there was nobody opposed, no one from the public opposed this. Get a vote?
Can I also add one more thing? That the rear yard, as mentioned for the terrace, will not be covered. This will not be a sunroom, and it will be opened.
Okay, thank you.
Could you just confirm from the raised deck, what the numbers were you gave?
43.69 feet.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Schneider?
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Chabra?
Yes to the motion.
Mr. Cerrito?
Yes on the motion.
And Vice Chair O'Gorman?
Yes to the motion.
Approved.
Okay. Congratulations. Good luck.
Everybody, I appreciate it.
Happy digging.
Okay, motion to close meeting? Close,
Second.
meeting closed.